why does the world's largest Catholic country has an atheist slogan on its flag? Imagine that Brazil's most famous landmark, Christ the Redeemer, is covered with a slogan of French atheists who denied the existence of God. And this actually happens. Brazil has a unique flag, not only due to its unexpected symbolism, but because of a perfect life of one crazy professor. His name was Benjamin Constant, and he had a dream: to destroy the empire and create a new state. Yeah, that sounds quite ambitious. But here is the problem. He's just a math professor in a military academy, so he needed a perfect plan for his goal. That's how he decided to weaponize a charge. But not a regular one. He became the leader of the Temple of Positivism. It's a religion created by a French philosopher whose goal was to get rid of religions. His followers prayed to human progress instead of God. He wanted to replace priests with scientists, but he called himself High Priest of Humanity. Back then, French culture was elite in Brazil, and young army officers attended this scientific church. So the professor managed to convince them that they have to get rid of the emperor. But a few officers were not enough. They needed a general with a real army. But the general, named Deodoro da Fonseca, loved the empire, and the emperor was his close friend. So it was impossible to convince him to betray the emperor. That's why Professor decided to risk his life and lie to the general. So when day X comes, Professor rushes to the house of General with the fake news. He says, "The government just ordered your arrest." Acting in total panic, the general called army and arrested the prime minister. But he still thought that he's saving the emperor from a corrupt government. To understand how clueless he was at that moment, right after arresting the prime minister, he was shouting, "Long live the emperor!" The plotters were seconds away from being exposed. One conversation between General and the emperor, and it was over. So they had to act really fast. And they lied again. They told the general that the emperor had just made his worst enemy new prime minister. It was the same man who had stolen the general's first law years ago. Out of pure rage and sense of betrayal, he agreed to end the empire and create Republic of Brazil. But this unexpected change could lead to a civil war. So the government, led by the same general who became president, had no time to even come up with new state symbols. So they urgently tried to replace old empire flag with a cheap imitation of American flag. But it was so bad that the president rejected it right away. At that moment, same math professor slipped the president a design created by his fellow positivists, embedded with the words of dead French atheists: order and progress. There was no time to find something better, and the old man approved it.